Hello. It's been a while since I made a video, but I went to Goodwill and I found a couple of these intro decks or starter decks or something like that from 2009, and they were $2.83. So I was like, I probably would have paid more for them, but they were pretty cheap, so figured I'd pick them up. So one of them has a Johnny there, and I'll take the plastic off, but just for now I'm gonna leave it on. So 2009 is about the time that I started playing, and I know there's a lot of stuff in the community now about like the game isn't the same and stuff like that. So I think this was a cool pickup for me, especially because kind of reminded me why when I started playing. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna open these up. I don't know what's gonna be in them. I think I remember getting something like this when I first started playing. And it was like all commons and uncommons, so I don't even know if there'll be any rares or anything like that in here. But I'm gonna start with the blue one because white was my first it was an M11 intro deck with like Vengeful Archon and Angelic Arbiter or something like that, and that was like my favorite, like the coolest thing in the world to me for a little while. So I'm gonna save the best for last. So first one is gonna be Jace, the blue one. So yeah, this is pretty cool to me. I hope it's got some cool stuff in here. Oh, did not foresee that. Luckily, I've got my handy dandy cutting device. There we go. I bet I'm going to see a bunch of cards that I either haven't seen in a long time or have never seen before. So this is one that I Dehydration. I don't think I've ever seen this card before, at least not with this art. But that's cool. It doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Nice. Cool art. I think that's like Lorwyn or something like that. Unsummoned. That's cool art for unsummon. Normally it's like the blue guy getting dragged up to, I guess probably not heaven, but that's the art that I normally think of when I think of unsummon. So that's cool. Ooh, 1 mana enchanted creature has Shroud. That's cool. I really like the art on these cards too. It's very blue, but it's also very like Magic. Reminds me of like when I first started playing, which it should, because this is from when I started playing. 5 mana, 4/4 flyer. Probably used to be really good, but now is probably unplayable, except for the fact that it's an elemental. Well, that's cool. Thieving Magpie. Nice. 4 mana, 1/3. When it deals damage to an opponent, you draw a card. And it's so cool, but it's just, nowadays, you probably would never see this being played. But that art is really cool. And it's a cool card, cool ability, but nowadays it's just power crept out. 4 mana, 3/2 flyer. That's a cool one. Cloud Elemental. This was, I think they reprinted this in some of the core sets. But yeah, I always liked the way the art looked on this guy. Another Cloud Elemental. Siege Owl. When it comes into play, look at the top 4 cards of your library and then put them back in any order. So I don't know if Scry was out during this 10th edition or not. I don't know if Scry was a mechanic or not, but the art on that is really neat. And the the ability is not bad. Scry obviously is better than this, but that's cool. I like that. I like the ability there. Briarberry Cohort. 2 mana, 2/2 flyer. Well, 2 mana, 1/1, but most likely a 2 mana, 2/2, because you're probably going to have another blue creature playing that in a deck. Cloud Sprite can only 1 mana, 1/1, can only block creatures with flying. But it's a 1/1 flyer itself, so it probably won't be blocking with it. Oh, nice. This is, I remember I got a Kamigawa deck way back from like Kmart or something like that, and it had a foil one of these guys, these lands. So getting another one is sweet. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen this art on an island. That's cool. Oh, I like that a lot. And then probably, yeah, just more of the same. Cool. Well, oh, and a how to play guide. Nice. Actually, let's open this up real quick and take a peek, because I remember looking at stuff like this when I first started playing. I wonder if they, I mean, I don't think like commander decks and stuff come with stuff like this anymore, but yeah, it's cool. Shows you how to play, strategy hints. Oh, and then 5 colors of, let me try to flatten this out here. 5 colors of mana and what they do. That's cool. I like that. I don't know. This is a very like basic like intro how to play product, so makes sense that this would come with something like that, but it's cool still, at least to me. Nostalgic anyway. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. Now we're gonna open the other one. The Johnny. Oh yeah, so there were no, I don't know if I said this already, but there were no rares in that first one. So I assume there will be no rares in this one either, but that's okay. I might just shuffle these two together and make a 60 card deck and just try and play with it. But yeah. Yeah, this is fun for me, nostalgic. The how to play guide I assume is the exact same, so I'll just put that over to the side. Put the trash over to the side. Reviving Dose. Gain 3 life and draw a card. Nice. For 3 mana. Heart of Light. Oh, that's cool looking. Prevent all damage that would be dealt by and to and by enchanted creature. Okay, so it's like a Maze of Ith enchantment kind of deal. Angelic Blessing. +3/+3 and flying until end of turn. I really like the art on that. It's not exceptionally good, but it's cool, and I'd definitely try and find a home for it to play it somewhere, because I like the way it looks. Ooh, Pacifism, classic Pacifism. The art on this Pacifism I always thought was like weird. I don't know. I mean, it's the first Pacifism that I ever, knew, but I always thought it was weird looking. Maybe that's just me. Oh yeah, Angel's Feather. I remember this cycle. I thought it was so good when I first started playing, but now it's like, it's not really that good. Holy Day. Oh, just White Fog. Cool. And the art is really cool. Wow. I don't know. I'm gonna try and. I'm not sure how well it'll come up, but that art is really cool looking. Nice. Angel of Mercy. When it comes into play, you gain 3 mana, or 5 mana, 3/3. Flyer. It's cool. Sky Hunter Patrol. I think this was reprinted in Scars of Mirrodin or something like that, with a different art. But that one's cool too. Venerable Monk. When it comes into play, you gain 2 life. All right. Human Monk Cleric. Youthful Knight. See, it's art like this that, like, when I really like tribal decks in Commander, and like I would totally slot this into a Knight deck, but it's like, because it's cool and it's cool looking, but it's just so bad compared to the new Knights that they've been printing. But I really like that art. Golden Glow Moth. I remember this card from when I first started playing. Yeah, I used to think Life Gain was super cool, even though it's not particularly good. pay 1 mana to gain 1 life. So I guess since it's stapled onto a creature and not an artifact, that makes it way better. So you have to pay 1 instead of just automatically gaining the life. Jeez. That's funny. It's cool art though. Kithkinner is a cool tribe too. Nice. Nice. Ooh, that's cool planes. And then, yeah, more planes. So, yeah, I mean, that was pretty cool for me. There were no rares, but I mean, that's not really big. It was $2.83. I probably didn't make my money back, but that doesn't really matter. It's spent $5 and I got to see some really cool stuff, have some nostalgic, you know, get nostalgic for a little bit, so that was cool. I'm probably going to try and find homes for some of these cards, even though they're not particularly good. That White Fog, Holy Day, that might be that might be good in like a Pillow Fort deck or something like that. So we'll see. If you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. See you next time.